This is Shannon. I guess there could be a lot of things like this that you could add to the description. I just think we need to be careful about length and complexity.
It's David, I would agree. Other thoughts?
And this is Nancy, I took the comment about patient strength and mobility as a factor related to risk. And so I wasn't sure how that would play out. Thank you.
Thanks, Nancy. Any other thoughts from anyone else? Without any, I would agree with Shannon's comment that we've been trying to narrow the complexity of these comments down rather than enlarge them. So I guess I'd be not supportive of adding even more detail about strength and mobility. Any thoughts from ARC?
No. I got the impression from this question that they were talking about, if you limit the movement of the patient too much, that may potentially put them at further risk of falls.
Also, this is Ira Yanowitz. I would just make the point that this is based on surveillance of the medical record, so this issue about what the detail would be, and I do believe that there is question about whether fall risk assessments were performed.
Yeah, there is. So I guess my recommendation is we won't make any changes based on this comment unless anyone disagrees.
But maybe our response should reflect our interpretation, I'm with Iris, that we believe the concern about patient strength and mobility is addressed in a systematic risk assessment.
Yeah, I would agree.
Thank you.
So if we could add that into the recommendations, that'd be great, Poonam. So let's move, Poonam, to the hospital surveillance version, point 2 beta. Move to the first comments about blood, 1.1.2. And the first comment is about RH incompatibility should be just restored, I guess, to the event description, if I'm reading that comment correctly. Any comments about that?
What happened to it? I don't remember why.
It was removed. I don't either.
Agree. It's a significant event, so.
Hang on. This is Rick. It's not at all unusual to give RH incompatible products. It can happen both in trauma and emergency situations, and also in when giving plasma or platelets. But part of cross-matching today determines the degree of incompatibility, and many times RH incompatibility doesn't matter. In fact, it never matters immediately. It may matter in the long term if you're giving it to a childbearing woman. So there's a vast difference between asking a hospital to report an RH incompatible transfusion, correct blood type but RH incompatible, which is clinically meaningless in many situations and commonly done, versus asking them to report an ABO incompatibility, which is a huge event.
Mm-hmm.
Does that make sense?
Yep. Is that, I don't remember, is that why we removed it?
This is Henry, and I think it was because I'm having a sense of having heard this conversation or discussion from Rick before. It's just what he's saying is that the current practice is such that the RH